That'll be fun for us. Yeah. We can edit anything out of post production. That's what Nate would do. Alright, too.
Alright, are you ready?
Ready?
I'm satisfied with that. Now this is where I think I just want you to double check for that hinge.
The hinge?
Hinge. Maybe I'll put it over.
Yeah. It's gonna go on that side. There you go.
So that's
fine. There. Yeah, because it's gonna go here and then your washer and go
right
here.
well, so let's just kind of get that.
Okay. Oh. Worked out pretty
Now, this is going to be, I'll make sure I got this right for our next measurement. So let's just stick this up. I marked that line, so. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. All right, that just has to be flush there, right? Yes. So.
Need some clamps?
No, I just need the measurement from here to here, and that's going to give us our next piece. If I'm correct.
Well, the measurement from here to here would be the same.
That is correct. It's just going to be.
I was right. Mark that down on the calendar.
Okay. I've got 14 3/8. What do you have there? I have to make sure that we're to the outside there.
14 3/8.
Okay. That's our next measurement. So I will write that down so I don't have to ask you again.
We'll see. Ready?
No. Ready.
Okay.
So have you seen any retail costs on your surgery?
You know,
It's Mike's
we've
pencil.
seen bits and pieces of it.
It's not your pencil.
I know the first day was over 160 grand.
Give me that small one there.
I'm pretty sure that the week I had in ICU was the most expensive resort I'll ever go to.
Mine
Day
one was
month in Hawaii.
day one was over. I mean, that was just one part of it. Was 160. So,
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
My 2015 was about 500,000.
I mean, some of it I conceded immediately. We have a maximum amount of pocket. I'm happy to pay that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my shoulder was barely 25,000. I don't know how you can sleep.
They, there's the floor that I was on has a full-time doctor on the floor, and I saw that I was getting charged for, the doctor, and it was, that doctor. Okay, but my charge was $1,400 a day for that doctor. I'm thinking, there are 24 rooms. Are they really billing that doctor out at 35 grand a day?
Much better business model than either of you or I have devised so far.
I'm thinking, yeah, I should be paying 1/24 of a full-time doctor. That's true. There was a full-time doctor there, and absolutely, she was there, and she prescribed some stuff for me. But if 1/24 of it is $1,400 bucks.
Oh. Okay. We'll do this cut.
Ready?
Yep.
think we could be charging more.
As I say, you know, and as you know, Dan, they call up to make sure they're gonna get paid before you can get the, you know, what time should I be there? It's, how are you paying for this,
Yeah, that's me at the ER with the kidney stone too. You know, while you're at your moment of greatest vulnerability.
Yeah, how are you paying for this?
Yeah, you want to give me the card now before we put you into the CT scan?
Doesn't matter what board do you want me to shoot that. We'll do that short. We'll use that short board.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
Yeah. Do you have a fireplace here, Mike?
We do. We burn little chips.
Oh, nice. It's also carbon neutral.
There you go. And we take little chips when we go camping and burn them. Yes. We have our cowboy grill. You're not allowed to have a wood fire outside, so we have our cowboy grill. So we could put it in a little steel bowl and then we can roast it.
You know, I'm just feeling.
You're not allowed to build wood fireplaces in the houses in Santa Monica. When we get our house, you could, and we have them, but now you can't get a permit to put a wood burning fireplace in.
Well, like a pellet stove or anything, or?
Nope.
Interesting.
Yep.
We'll have to see if we can make it carbon negative. I don't think the Standard Oil Company.
So I'm feeling a little pressure that I only have 6 cords of firewood put up at the cabin right now. I'm thinking I really could use a few more.
Well, you know, you're welcome to take the odds and ends back up there.
No,
Back in your suitcase. Go right in.
I'm not going to pack anything, that's for sure. I got
some handy the truck driver back.
no. Nope.
Oh, close.
You want that? Look, see if that little block helps prop the end up.
Yeah.
All right, I am ready. This will be it for one door here, Luke.
Are you sure?
Okay, back's
Oh, that's
good,
pretty.
huh?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
pretty good.
All right, so now we'll just duplicate that. Okay. I have an acquaintance of mine up by our cabin. Dick has become a master carpenter over the years, master woodworker, and he had to show me his latest thing. He has a big vacuum system.
Yep.
Through a shop. It's probably about square footage about what you have here. He now can start it with a remote control.
There you go. There you go. That's nice.
When he says acquaintance, he and Dick are probably each other's first responder, you know, on the medical alert cards up there, or the wives, or
That's okay.
You know, families aren't around.
It's good to have.
That's a Minnesota acquaintance.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
Minnesota
awesome.
companion.
A couple of times, you know, I've gone by and I've noticed a light on in his shop or something, and I check him out, you know, to make sure that he's okay.
Yep. That's all right.
Just like the guy in the golf cart would always come by and try and see what I was up to. I was shooting hoops, you know. Okay.
That was probably.
What am I doing?
We had a guy that was kind of the self-proclaimed mayor of our peninsula.
Self-proclaimed B cop. That's not good.
Yeah, but he was. I never minded having him around.
Sometimes it's okay to have those folks around.
somebody who looked like me who wasn't your son who was hanging out around the cabin. That would have been cause for alarm.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Talking to Kathy, it seems like there might be a future for Nate with some drone work. Because it does not seem that economical for that to be a primary investment in city forestry.
No, but you should get Nate to come out and film for you for.
You know, and,
I got some shots here.
yeah, and
You just gotta make sure you get the right permissions.
yeah, and that's what he's learning that side, like I'm learning the laws for trees here. That's valuable.
I remember I told you that when last 4th of July when we were out on Peterson's Lake for the fireworks, they had some drones flying around taking pictures. That was not official, but you know, it's just very annoying.
Yeah. That's what the laws are emerging quickly for,
There's,
especially here.
I've been out on the hiking and there was a drone. Like, yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, but I've got a slingshot that attaches to an 8-foot fiberglass pole that has a laser attachment to it. I can get pretty darn accurate. If you're really annoyed enough, a little camouflage, and I think you might be able to take it out with 2 good golf balls. Yeah.
Okay, right? Right? Well, the good news is at least on these 2 boards we have very little waste.
You might have a few pieces for your community stock here, Mike. When this kitchen's all over.
Make sure the kitchen's all over and you're all happy.
Whatever keeps you returning to Renters Depot. There was a comedy, or a comedian in Minnesota who's since passed away, but he liked to talk about how great it was to be a renter, and he'd go to the Home Depot and walk around because you didn't have to fix anything. Yeah. And that's not really happening anymore.
That's not really true, no.
That was true for Mitch Hedberg in Minnesota, but
Yeah, not really the case anymore.
our apartment in Minnesota, we couldn't get permission to touch the walls to mount our own TV because it was a job for a union guy. Here it might be the same case downtown, but not the rent controls and like.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
One more piece. So you decide which one you want to take it out of.
It's got a lot of character.
This one?
Yeah, let's go with that one. Although we're going to be covering it up, so here, use this one. We'll save that one for Beauty of the Wood project. That was close.
White, aren't you?
Yeah, this is all
All gonna get painted white.
covered over to match the previous paint job. Hard to do. but grows on you after a while.
Get that end up for you, Dan.
Here. Here, got it.
Oh, wait, I gotta come back around and
I'll
vacuum
get
first.
the vacuum.
Okay, thank you.
You good?
All right.
Mike, do you have any wood on your wish list? Like any types that you prefer or that you have a
You
need
know,
for?
if you see something that's a pretty figure, then it's darker wood.
Like what?
That's anything that's darker and it's got a nice figure to it, that's lovely. But I've got, you know, a lot of chunks of wood here, so I gotta be careful about,
Oh man.
you know, I bring it in, so yeah, I got more stuff in here, and now I can't do anything, because I got too much stuff in here.
So
We border on that all the time. It's like, oh, you need a, nah, I don't need it,
Yeah.
because then I can't move.
point of diminishing returns.
It does, it becomes real quickly with.
Okay, gang, are we ready? Do a double check on the
Check
measurement.
that one, because it looked like you cut it just a tad long. Let's see.
What cat it is?
Hey, good eye.
Okay. Where we stayed in Arizona, these friends of ours, they built a home in Princeton, Minnesota, which is about an hour north of where we live. And I helped him do some work there, but he gave me some leftover 1x4 clear redwood that they used for siding, and I've used some of it from time to time, but I was just telling him the other day, I still have some of that. What am I going to do with it? But I can't throw it away.
You can't throw
I
it away
burn
because it's beautiful wood. You can't burn it. You just, although it smell good.
This
burn.
I give to you.
You give that to me.
This I give to you. This is yours.
Is mine.
Thank you.
And you got a little box for this.
Let's put it in that little box right there. That's all.
So, real quickly, you want to lay this out? I'll show Isaiah what the point of all that cutting was.
That's good. You just leave that right
We'll put it back here for you.
there. Oh, either way.
No, that's
Because I will, you know, when I get to do, I'll come back out here again.
yeah, but here, let me
We'll let him move it around.
You take the vacuum and vacuum this off. Well, that's good job.
Routine.
It's been a while since I've been out here because those are kitty prints. Kitty streets in here.
You just wanna. You're gonna
It's
take a
gonna
picture
be
of
your
that.
door.
So the door is gonna look something like this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we'd have to put some shims
Well,
underneath there. Look, that's
if you
good enough.
decide you need something else, you just
No.
come back.
We should be
We
able.
can,
I think
can
that
do
looks
it.
pretty good.
you know, if it
Close
needs-
enough for rent controlled.
If you decide you need something tweaked, just come on back.
Hopefully
and we'll
we
take care
won't.
of it. We can do that.
Close enough for rental renovation.
And now, are you taking a still picture or a movie?
No, say goodbye.
There we go.